Welcome back to the video. This is just going to be a vlog, just a day vlog, but I've just had an exciting phone call. The point of this is that I'll be traveling to Malaysia in about a week's time. I have been rebuilding my business. If you want to see a bit of a catch-up video about my background and my story, you can look at this previous video that I've just uploaded. But the point with this is that I feel like I've had like little seeds being planted because AI disrupted my business model. And for me, there's no point in me trying to compete with the saturated market, right? And for me, through my experience over the last 3 months, AI is actually really time consuming once you're building frameworks and systems and understanding the software. So you're better off paying already for a pre-built system. So much to talk about with this, but we can learn more about on my Lorna Media Studio page. So I've pivoted more into exploring the creator economy, and this is looking at brand deals, TikTok Shop Live, all of this, because the fact that an everyday person can now be just selling products, it's all about finding the right products and connecting it to the right people. That's what I've figured out, okay? And at the same time, leveraging social media and your skills to also represent for like media coverages. So looking at more sponsorships, partnerships to develop. And I'm going to Fashion Week in Malaysia. I have 1 week. So I've been creatively thinking, don't worry, I've completely unprepared for this moment. And I believe in astrology. So I have my Jupiter enters Leo, I think in 3 days time. I've literally just written, I've been busy cooking. And I've written about 5 pages of ideas that's just come to me of what I can develop in the next week. So I'm going to actually take you along on that journey of me pitching to clients, what I'm going to be doing, like my full new week plan in preparation for Malaysia. I'm going to then vlog in Malaysia, and I'm going to go to the Fashion Business Forum. Before that, I've got to do all this work. I think I've got literally about 3 hours to get a plan together, get some priorities out, send some pictures. So something that I need to do straight away is I need to upgrade my email from lornamediahq@gmail.com, because that doesn't look very professional, into a more paid version of tasha@lornamedia.com. Way more professional, and then I can send out all my pictures. Super cute outfit. So that's step number 1. Then step number 2 is pitching to as many people as possible, because I'm going to this event already. I might as well be pitching to people that potentially I can cover for them. I don't know. It's about like a 5-day event. I've signed up to one network event. I'm going with a brand, and I am representing them already. Then the next point is what else I can do to maximize my opportunity, because I can pitch for some sponsorship, because I also have something that I've been working on, which is my HSBC Premier account here in Da Nang, and there is a certain threshold you have to get to, so I basically need capital regardless. So this is a fantastic way for me to hit my goals, and everybody wins. I love a win-win-win situation. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna lie, I've really enjoyed the development of AI with all of this as well, to be honest with you, because AI is basically like having a good brainstorming partner for you to just, I've got dyslexia, so be able to have a platform that can help me with my grammar, my language is so much better, and I just love that. So I am going to send a couple of pitch. There's 2 brands, and these are more on an enterprise partnership. So they host for brand affiliates, and if I can say that I cover creative industries and but fashion as well, this will be perfect for me to go, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is what my pilot is, let me test out the program with them, let me sign a contract, and if I can sign a contract, this is just next level piloting, because I've done all of this before from a creator's perspective. This is now on a B2B perspective, which is fantastic. Like, this is where we want to level up. So I need to also update my LinkedIn, and I can start posting on my LinkedIn now, because I now have more clarity and directions, and I can just start to have coffee shop conversations with, just having a quick little, I want more business friends, okay? If you're resonating what I'm saying, email me down below. My email's there. Get in touch. Let's talk, connect. I need more business friends. That's what I'm talking about. My cousin as well, he's been smashing it on LinkedIn. My cousin used to be a Hollyoaks actor. He warmed up for Westlife at Wembley Stadium, and now he also was he developed into like executive assistant for celebrities, and now he's moved on to more of career development and coaching, which is really great. And I need to actually I need to book an appointment with him as well. I also need to just prioritize a call. So it's all go now. You see, honestly, I love this. I feel like I've got like an adrenaline rush. Come on, Em. Thank you so much. So whether you're into spirituality or not, but I am very much into spirituality, and I have, my beliefs, as we all do. I have been feeling so confused. I talk about the gray area on my Miss Kiv channel, about no one tells you about the elevation period where you're letting go of the person you used to be, and you're elevating into the person you're becoming, but you haven't arrived yet. No one talks about that gray area, and that gray area is very frustrating, because sometimes you feel like you're spinning your head and you're not getting anywhere, and let me just find a place to sit down with good lighting. When you're innovating and you're really having to think business and think about, okay, how can I move forward? Personally, I always look at the 5-year GDP and see where it's growing, and that's where I pivot my market, okay? So I knew that digital marketing was my first move when I launched my Lorna Media, because basically the digital economy I researched in 2021, fantastic. I did not predict personally for myself the AI disruption, which was inevitable. And then I had to now go, okay, well, AI disruption is a positive, because now I can pivot and elevate in another industry, which is basically the creator economy, which is fantastic. And it's actually a natural progression from people going from an agency into the creator economy, and being either talent managing agency and all these different places. But yeah, I'm going to send a voice note to my cousin in a minute. Actually, let's do it quite now before I forget. So cool. I'm just loving the fact, and I love the fact that my cousin is just on my level. More like I'm on his level, because he's older than me. Okay, so what is fantastic is this natural progression of where I'm going, and coming back to that gray area. And I was feeling not as confident as I usually am. I'm very confident, trust me. I've got loads of confidence is never lacking in my life. But when it comes to when I'm uncertain and I'm confused, and my health was really triggering, and I'm rebuilding, and I'm thinking, and I'm going, can I please just get a break? And I remember just journaling in my diary, going, God, I need your help, and I need your help now. guess what happened? I started to have loads more clarity thinking, loads more gifts coming, and I was like, wow, for a moment, when this opportunity came to me, because I'm re-establishing my cash flow. So a lot of the things is as well with business development, when I've reinvested my money into my business, lost money because I've taken risks and some of the risks don't pay off. And then you are like needing so much capital. Like I've started to invest already, like £1,000 and another £500 into Vietnam. But the problem is that cash flow. So when you're in your rebuild era, you've just planted seeds. So I've got to plant so many seeds. Hopefully that I get like a £2,000 return or £3,000 return. That will be amazing for this week, return on investment. But that we're going to do. We're going to do the impossible. Is going to be possible, because you know what? I have clarity. I've been sent these gifts. This opportunity, when it came into my lap, I was like, how am I going to do this? I don't have the cash flow for it. And I was like, do you know what I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pitch. I'm going to negotiate and pitch. Negotiate and pitch. Negotiate and pitch. And if you don't ask, you don't get. And because every time I've pitched, I've always got a yes back. Do you know what I mean? Even if it's a conditional yes, we've still got a yes. How exciting. Let's move upstairs because it's a bit loud here. It is hot out there, people. It is seriously hot. But also, so one thing I will say about me is that I'm too stubborn. I have so much resilience. That's why I created the acronym for Lorna Media, which is Learn, Optimize, Resilience, Nurture, Accept. And I think the R is resilience and research, because like that's all I do is research, which is amazing, of course. But my point is this, is that never give up. Just don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up. Always just ask. A chick say once, I have the audacity. Having the audacity. And me, every day I'm the audacity. But yeah, I actually have to quickly, respond back to this client, because we've got to book my flights, my accommodation. I've got to do some research, but I also need to see what event tickets that need to be purchased, and because that depends whether I'm checking out on the 9th, the 10th, or the 11th, or the 12th. So I've got to work out some monetization and logistics. So we'll talk in a bit. Okay, so I'm also just applying for this influencer. Look here, Jupiter in Leo means that I have to be bold. So I'm just applying for everything that I can. I've got a YouTube account. I've got loads of things. So in total, I've got about YouTube, I've got 500,000 views. So yeah, let's next level it up. I'm gonna put my UK link here. I mean my YouTube